It's all here, baby.
Wait, you think Simon, my Simon, was suspected of killing his third wife?
I'm sorry, I thought you knew.
Oh, I do. You must have your facts wrong because Monique Ferrara died in an accident.
I assure you that Self Magazine is a highly respected publication and we do our research.
Well, you should do it again because it's wrong.
Katie, I know this must be confusing.
Wait, is this one of those games that journalists play in a celebrity interview to get a reaction out of us? To see what we'll say? Well, that is the most disgusting, underhanded thing I've ever heard of.
Obviously, this interview is a mistake. I'm gonna
No,
go.
you know what? You said you have research, right? Is this your research? Oh, no, there's me. Yep. Oh, I see nothing here. Nothing to speak of. Wait a second. Where did you get these? What, is this some kind of joke?
They're all in the public domain. I'm not surprised Simon didn't advertise this part of his life. Go ahead and keep the folder. Some of the articles are pretty thought-provoking.
I don't care. None of it's true, all right? It's not true.
Get out of my house. Get out.
You still haven't answered my question.
You know what? I'm not going to. Get out.
Once Katie's made millions with her videos, you plan on killing her the way you murdered Monique Ferrara?
Check your facts, Dahlia. I'm not a murderer.
You've been saying that for so long. You've really convinced yourself, haven't you?
Listen, I did not kill Monique.
Really?
And if you...
Well, the Sacramento Police Department, that's not what they thought. In fact, you're still murder suspect #1 in their eyes. And probably in the eyes of Miss Ferrara's family.
What the hell do you care about all this anyway?
They knew the type of so-called man that you really were. They saw the dollar signs in your eyes, didn't they? But Monique trusted you. She loved you until the end. And that's when she woke up. She finally started to see the heartless, cruel man that you really are. She knew that the only thing you loved about her was her money. She knew that she wasn't the first and would most definitely not be your last. She wanted a divorce. And you found out. So before she could have you removed from her life or erased from her will, you murdered Monique Ferrara. You drowned your wife, tried to make it look like an accident, and became the heir to her will. I know all about it, Simon. I know who you are.
You done?
Yes.
Oh, good. So why don't you tell me something, Dahlia? Just who the hell are you?
He thinks that he has the whole world fooled. Well, he doesn't have me fooled. Yeah, he just wants everyone to believe that, oh, he's such a ladies' man. He's got women just oozing out of the woodwork. Oh, not so wrong.
Oh, so you mean the legend of Isaac's the man-made fantasy?
Yeah, Bonnie was the only woman who even came near to being his girlfriend since I've known him.
Lisa, I can hear you guys loud and clear.
Oh, good. Then I want you to hear this. Isaac, you've got to go out and you've got to go find Bonnie and tell her that this whole incident with the flight attendant was just a big silly mix-up. Okay, admit that you asked her for a date, but that was out of sheer stupidity, male insecurity, and throw in some flowers. Oh, then you'll really be golden.
I made the date with Chloe because I told Bonnie that I love her. And what'd she do? Nothing.
Oh, so you show Bonnie just how desirable you are and how worthy of her love you are by just being a totally spoiled brat?
Look, I'm spoiled.
I'm staying out of it.
I canceled the date with Chloe, but you try getting in contact with someone who cruises at 30,000 feet.
Well, why don't you try to get in contact with Bonnie?
I've already apologized. I mean, what else can I say to her?
You better think of something real quick. Look who's here.
Evelyn, I'm not asking for the world. I just need time.
A commodity we cannot afford.
So then give me a week. I guarantee you in 2 days you'll be talking to a different
Tom,
defendant.
tell it to the judge. But at this point, I doubt even he would listen.
And why not?
Because there's absolutely no basis for it.
No basis for what?
For granting Abigail a postponement.
What about the fact there's another suspect on the loose? Mary Menahan, she was the other woman in Nick's apartment that night.
But we have no confirmation of that as yet.
But we have reasonable doubt, don't we? Abigail remembers seeing Mary that night. She's been panicking, trying not to be discovered. Why? Because she's the one that killed Nick. She attempted to kill Adam and Abigail, and she almost killed Kim Hughes just to try to keep herself from being ID'd.
Look, the police are doing everything they can to find this Mary person. But it's going to be more difficult than you can imagine. Mary never had a permanent address in town, and even if we find her and bring her in for questioning, there still may not be enough probable cause to make an arrest.
She showed up at Holden's house tonight. God only knows what would have happened if I hadn't warned Abigail, and if it weren't for my daughter's quick thinking, you would be singing a different tune right about now.
Did you knowingly and willingly admit Mary into the house? Yes, and
but
did she threaten you or harm you in any way?
No.
What about the toy? The one that Scudder's landlady found. I mean, the one that belonged to our twins. Doesn't that prove anything?
Well, I've got some news. Unfortunately, it's not good.
Well, we're getting used to that, so why don't you just let us have it?
That toy you wanted checked out, the one you thought was one of a kind, purchased at a crafts fair?
Bought by their grandmother, it looked handmade.
Well, it wasn't. Turns out there were 700 of those toys made. There's no way to establish it's the same one in Nick's room.
So there's no way to connect Scudder and Mary.
Especially since the landlady's description was inconclusive. We've just lost important supporting evidence that Mary was the person that Abigail says was in that room.
Abigail says? Abigail knows there was another woman in that room that night.
Can you swear that you remember seeing Mary murder Nick?
Well, no.
But the McKinnons and I would like to have a few minutes with you to discuss some details about Mary.
Well, if we can expect more outbursts from your clients.
She doesn't have to worry about that. She doesn't have to, right?
No, she doesn't. Listen, why don't you take Abigail over to Lily's and get yourself some rest, okay? I'll handle this.
Call me as soon as you hear anything.
I'll talk to you.
Jake.
Abigail, hi, I got your message. You got some good news for me?
It's not good enough yet. But I think it can be with the right help.
Oh, Molly, what's that look in your eye?
Can I trust you two to go someplace out of sight, completely safe?
Of course.
Good. Go there and stay there. And no more junior gumshoe shenanigans, right?
Molly, what are you gonna do?
The police may not be able to connect Nick's murder to Mary, but I can. And I will.
As the World Turns is brought to you by new Bounty Double Quilted. For jobs you never thought a paper towel could do. Bounty Double Quilted, the double quilted quicker picker-upper.
Introducing Bounty Double Quilted.
It does jobs I never thought a paper towel could do. Now the quicker picker-upper is double quilted.
Each sheet is quilted once, then quilted again, making it the strongest two-ply paper towel.
It even works underwater.
And there are twice as many sheets on a roll. More sheets that can do more jobs than you ever thought possible. New Bounty Double Quilted.
Did you know that regular pads are designed to best fit a size 6? Hey, we're not all a size 6. So areas of our panties are unprotected. Now there's something new. Always maximum protection for sizes 14 plus. Longer front and back with wider flexi wings for the best coverage available from Always. Finally, something just for me. Always. Expect more protection.
Think your hair is healthy? Think again. There are 6 symptoms of unhealthy hair, and one conditioner treats them all. Pantene Pro-V Complete Therapy Conditioner. With its pro-vitamin formula, weak hair becomes strong. Dull hair, shiny. Treat all 6 symptoms for healthier hair. Can your conditioner do all that? Pantene Pro-V Complete Therapy Conditioner. So healthy, you'll love your hair.
the wash. What he doesn't know is that cheer neutralizes the chlorine in wash water and helps keep colors bright, which is normally a good thing.
Facts of Life by Lysol. Fact, with kids, you need all the strength you can get. Fact, Lysol cleaner is the best because it kills germs even in water. Pine Sol doesn't disinfect when diluted. Lysol stands strong. Life demands Lysol, that's a fact.
It's a full-service show, Dave!
Dave?
Dave
is your friend.
The first name, Dave. In late-night television.
Your name comes up all the time.
Easter desserts that will wow the crowd. Tomorrow on The Early Show.
How you feeling, Bonnie?
I'm fine, Lisa. Thanks. Hey, Billy.
How's it going, Bon?
All right, I suppose. Is there a bag somewhere around here?
Let me check in the back. I'll get one for you.
Thanks.
Move.
Bonnie.
Thanks, Billy.
Bonnie, I'm glad you came back. Truth is, if you hadn't come back, I'd have probably tracked you down because I know that you want to talk about our little misunderstanding as much as I do.
Oh, no, I think we understood each other, Isaac. Not why I came back.
Then what?
I came to collect my belongings.
For what? What's wrong?
Isaac, I quit.
Who am I? You already know the answer to that. I'm Katie's friend.
A friend. Oh, and this is why you're digging up all these stories from my past? To what? To make your friend unhappy? Afraid? Or is this what happens to Dahlia when she doesn't get away? I tell Katie about you crawling all over me, and what's this, your pitiful payback?
Oh, get over yourself, Simon. I'm just doing what you should have done a long time ago.
Get the hell out of my personal life.
I thought I'd already explained this. Not only is Katie my friend, but she is my business partner. We stand to make bundles on these videos. It's my job to protect that investment. But that would be difficult if Katie should turn up dead.
Well, no one's going to end up dead, except possibly you, if you don't leave. And if you dare confront Katie about these insane speculations before I get a chance...
Don't you think you've had enough time? I mean, how many years do you need to tell the truth?
Oh, get out. I'm not discussing this with you.
What, you think I'm the only one out there who knows what you did? If you don't tell Katie the truth about the past, someone else will. I guarantee it.
What, are you actually blackmailing me?
No, I'm just giving you fair warning. Because I am going to be watching every move you make. And if Katie ends up in some kind of accident, the way Monique...
Why don't you get this into your thick head? I did not murder Monique. Katie, hey, how was the interview?
I know all about Monique, Simon. What I want to know now is, how long were you planning on keeping me in the dark?
And so Mary showed up at Holden's house just like that, out of the blue. You must have been terrified.
But the strange part wasn't, I wasn't as scared as you might think. She was very sympathetic to the fact that I had been involved with someone who wasn't good for me. She said she had come off a bad relationship, too.
Nick?
Yeah. Definitely Nick.
That must have been one screwed up relationship if she was willing to murder him and then lay the blame on you. You know, I guess that saying, hell hath no fury, is no joke.
You see, Adam, I know how it feels to be that angry. To be angry enough to want to hit a man and not be concerned about the consequences.
No, Abigail, I still refuse to believe that you are capable of hurting anyone.
But you did once. And so did I. Until proven otherwise, there's going to be this small part of me that will always believe that. Until this case is solved.
Velva, hey.
Oh, not again.
Come on, just okay, just look at this picture. It's a picture of my twins with their nanny Mary, okay? Is this the woman you saw with Nick? The woman that paid you to keep quiet? She's got reddish hair, Irish accent.
She didn't have any accent, the lady I dealt with.
But this is the woman, right?
Yes, I told you I can't be for sure. She had hats, gloves, sunglasses on it now, and she was all dressed up.
But just tell me, could the woman in the picture be the woman from the boarding house?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Thank God. No, wait. Just, I want to let you know to expect a call in the next couple days from my lawyer.
Lawyer? Call about what?
About testifying. All we need is your testimony about Mary.
Let's get something straight. I am not testifying about nothing.
You should have
If
said
anybody finds out that I took money from that lady, come on, she started a gas leak. Anyone makes it out that I knew what she was doing, I could lose this place.
Belva, you could lose a hell of a lot more than this place if you don't help us.
What are you saying?
I will do whatever it takes to keep my daughter from going to prison for the rest of her life. So you will be testifying. That's what I'm saying.
Are you threatening me?
You're damn right I am.
Make a wish and watch the signs of aging fade. Rock Skin Refining Treatment, a daily moisturizer with pure retinol and vitamin E. Visibly reduces fine lines, smooth texture, and even skin tone, increasing radiance by 66% in 3 weeks. Look forward to another beautiful year with skin refining treatment from Rock. We keep our promises.
By now, your Gerber baby can tell you what she wants. But she can't tell you what she needs. Now's the time for Gerber Graduates. Easy-to-eat, nutritious foods made just for growing toddlers. Just what they need right now, like tender pasta pickups, the right nutrition at the right time, a delicious source of protein. Now she can feed herself without the saucy mess.
Thank you.
Shouldn't your toddler still be a Gerber baby?
They're to be found in any home. Bite after bite in cheddar, jalapeno, and original. There's nothing like the big flavor hit of mini Ritz. To keep your snacking machine running smoothly, there's no place like Ritz.
Super Polygrip gives me everything I want in an adhesive. I want firm hold, I want long-lasting hold, I want a snug fit. With Super Polygrip, I now have the confidence to just pick up a cob of corn and eat it, bite it, and enjoy it.
The Schick Extreme 3. Triple blade performance. Pivoting head, and after a bunch of great shaves, you just toss it and serve up another. Schick Extreme 3.
Schick. Shave something.
When it comes to allergies, I'm a grass, ragweed, pet dander. But my allergy medicine wasn't approved for the pet dander. So it was either get rid of it or get rid of Rufus.
Not all allergy medicines are approved for indoor and outdoor allergies. Prescription Zyrtec is FDA approved to treat indoor and outdoor allergies. In studies, drowsiness was the most common side effect. Others included fatigue and dry mouth. Most were mild or moderate. Ask your doctor about switching to Zyrtec. Zyrtec. That's Zyrtec. Lots of allergies, just one Zyrtec.
Katie, I'm really sorry.
Dahlia, would you mind leaving me alone with my husband?
Of course. Call me if you need me.
So what did you hear?
Plenty. Although, lucky me, I already heard the whole story from the reporter that you met at Al's diner. Seems like the wife is the last to know.
That's not the way I wanted you to find out.
How long were you going to keep it a secret? That I'm married to someone who... I can't even say it.
It's not like I was actually trying to keep it a secret. You know, it just never came up. Well, I'm going to lie in bed at night and say, "Night, babe, sweet dreams." And by the way, once upon a time, I was accused of murdering my wife.
You should have told me before now.
When? When we were first married? I had no reason to. We weren't even together then.
What about when we finally fell in love?
Because we were happy then, remember? And I didn't want my past to get in the way, and I didn't want you to go obsessing about it and creating insane scenarios in your head
You
the way that you...
told me anyway.
Okay.
When people tell me the facts, I don't have to obsess or conjure up stories.
All right, Katie, okay, I'm telling you now.
That's too late.
Oh, God.
When you told me about Monique's death before, You just happened to leave out the fact that you were accused of drowning her. How could you do that to me? What about the vows we took? What about being honest with each other?
Okay, all right? All right, I should have trusted us. I should have put more trust in us, okay? Ask me, fine. Ask me anything you want.
You don't mean ask you anything. Because the one question I need to ask you
is if I killed her? Come on, Katie.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just can't seem to come to terms with the fact that you would keep something like that from me. Not unless you had a good reason. I mean, you're obviously guilty about something, so... Simon, are you? Are you guilty?
Yeah, it's true. I am guilty. I am responsible for Monique's death.
Do you think you can ever forgive me?
What, for thinking I'm a murderer?
Yeah, you know, I was completely stupid. I was so dumb and short-sighted. You know, I know you better than that.
Adam, for the millionth time, I forgive you.
Good. So what is it gonna take for you to forgive yourself?
Verdict, I guess. Abigail Williams, we find you not guilty.
You know, I don't even think that the case is gonna make it that far.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think that the cops, they're gonna find Mary, and then she'll confess, and then when this whole thing is over, you and I will celebrate, just the two of us.
What if, Adam, what if things just aren't okay? You know? What if...
They're going to be okay. They have to be.
You're scared for your kid. I get that. But it doesn't look good for the mother of the accused to go around threatening people.
Right. I'm sorry, okay? But I'm angry and I'm confused 24 hours a day because my daughter might be going to jail for something that I know she didn't do. So I don't sleep much, I don't eat much, and I constantly yell at the wrong people, and I'm always trying to rack my brain, trying to think, how can I save my baby? What wall do I have to knock down to make sure that my daughter stays free?
I feel for you, Mrs. McKinnon.
I'm not asking for a kidney, Belva, just your test.
Oh, all right, enough with the guilt.
You'll testify?
If I have to, okay. Push comes to shove, I'll be your last resort. But like I told you, I can't be 100% sure that the lady in that picture is the same one that comes in and out of Scudder's place. And I won't commit whatever perjury.
I understand.
Good.
No, really, I do. It's good to know that you will accept a bribe from a murderer, that you will disobey police orders and put children's lives in jeopardy. But God forbid you help an innocent child stay out of jail.
Listen.
Fine. Okay. All right. Whatever you can do is fine.
Well, I guess I better lock up.
I'd like to stay here for a few minutes, okay, to see if the police missed anything that could connect Nick and Mary.
Lady, they've been through this place a million. Take as much time as you need.
Hello, Molly. I thought I might find you here.
What do I want in a Glade plug-in? Well, it'd be fresh. What about a nightlight? A bright one that goes off when you don't need it and doesn't block my outlets. Perfect.
Introducing Glade Plug-in's Extra Outlet Nightlight. The only one that freshens, brightens, and doesn't block your outlets.
Plug it in, plug it in. Now that's a bright idea.
Plug in the new Extra Outlet Nightlight. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Well, now, let's see. This little piggy went to market. Wait, no, that little piggy stayed home.
That little piggy has roast beef.
Now, which of you fellas had none?
I had none.
The Little Piggies nursery rhyme comes to life in the Wee Little Piggies game.
Little piggy went to market.
Kids have to remember which piggy is which to pick up the pigs in the order of the rhyme.
Anybody see a pig going wee, wee, wee?
Wee Little Piggies, another classic nursery rhyme game from Milton Bradley.
I'll figure this out. Just give me a second.
Whenever I know I'm gonna meet someone, I always do this. Just to see if I need a Tic Tac. Friendly little 1.5 calorie bread thins. Tic Tac, breathe friendly. I love being a trendsetter.
Bathroom specialist, give me the dirt.
I hate scrubbing scuzzy mildew.
Yes, you and the rest of the world. You need the specialist. Tilex Mildew Remover. Knocks out even the worst scuzzy mildew without scrubbing. See, it's so simple. Tilex, the bathroom specialist.
Room service.
Oh, where's the I can't believe it's not butter? I need that rich butter taste.
Come with me.
I can't believe it's not butter. With sweet cream buttermilk and naturally cholesterol-free. I can't believe it's not butter. Outrageously great taste.
Every day, millions of people in the United States wake up to billions of allergens. Introducing Clarinex. Clarinex provides receptor protection to help block histamine. Clarinex gives you 24-hour non-drowsy relief for any allergy, anywhere, anytime. Side effects are similar to sugar pill, including sore throat, dry mouth, and fatigue. Talk to your doctor about new 24-hour Clarinex.
Tonight, the King of Queens has to pass a driving test.
Specifically took this job so I wouldn't have to read.
But will he crash and burn? Then catch the new hit comedy.
How about another?
With a lot to say.
Who the man? I am.
And all new Baby Bob. Next, Ray's wife is running for school president.
Your appearance reflects on me.
I didn't know I was going to be first lady.
And Greg's old flame is back in town with a shocking request.
Get Barnum and Bailey. This is going to be the greatest show on earth.
All new comedy. It's all here, CBS tonight.
A couple fights for kitty custody.
Where did the cat sleep?
At my house.
No, Your Honor, he slept on my chest. One of them will keep the kitten.
I clean his cat box, fed him every night.
Next, Judge Judy.
Today at 4, followed by the news at 4:30.
2,000 pounds lighter. Just like that.
He called On-Call Mobile Storage.
My home looks better. It feels better.
On-Call Mobile Storage brings a storage unit right to your home. After it's filled, we take it away.
I called, they came, it's gone.
And we keep it safe and sound till you want it back.
Why hassle with renting a truck and do-it-yourself storage?
On-Call Mobile Storage. 1-888-959-PACK.
It's the simplest way to stash your stuff.
Eddie Z says when it comes to blinds and drapery, bigger is better. Better for you, especially during our biggest sale of the year where you'll get up to 82% off and 1 year to pay on everything we carry, including wood, vertical and mini blinds, shades, shutters, and all our drapery fabric is up to 50% off and 1 year to pay plus free measuring and perfect installation guaranteed. So call 1-877-4BLINDS now to shop at home or visit our stores.
Eddie Z's. Nobody does blinds and drapery better. Nobody.
Halle Berry's old roommate tells us how she got her start in Chicago today at 4:30.
The Guardian, Tuesday on CBS. It's all here.
Do you have any idea what you did to my daughter? To my entire family?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry for which part, Mary? For sneaking up on me right now, for tricking us, for using that entire phony Irish accent, or for talking Abigail into letting you into the house so you could kidnap her?
I never...
We took you in as family. We made you part of our family, Mary. We trusted our children with you, and this is how you repay us.
Please! No more! I never hurt your children.
What about Abigail?
I just wanted to talk to her. Kidnapping, never. I love all your girls, all of them. I know I've done some horrible things, I know that, but I can explain, I can make you understand. I mean, a woman who has had to endure as much as you've had to.
Look, whatever you have to say, you're going to say it to the cops. On the record, so this nightmare can be ended. You got me?
I understand.
You're going to talk to the police.
Yeah. Your family and I have been through so much. You're right. It's time that the truth was told. And I am so tired of running. Do you think you could drive us?
What's your game this time, Mary?
No game, I promise. No. It's time I made a full confession and find some peace.
You killed Monique?
Not in the way the cops and the DA said I did.
Were you with her that night on the boat?
No. No.
All right, I need for you to just tell me everything that happened that night. Please.
As I've told you before, the night that Monique died, we had a terrible fight. The private detective that she had hired to spy on me had told her the type of man that I was, how I made my money. She was frantic, okay? She started drinking all night. She just kept on drinking. And then she tells me she wants to go for a sail, which I thought was sheer insanity. It was dark. She was drunk. And sailing by yourself at the best of times is dangerous, but when you're drunk, it's just... So I let her go. You know, things were over between us. She now despises me as much as she once loved me. And, you know, quite frankly, I didn't care anymore. So I went for a swim to try and clear my head. A huge storm started rolling in and... I started to get worried about Monique, so I went down to the dock to try and find her. There was nothing. Katie, her family, the Ferraris, they knew everyone who was anyone. Lawyers, media, cops. So there was an inquest.
And you were accused. What did they say?
What did they say? The DA and the cops said that I had the motive, the opportunity and the means to swim out to Monique's boat, to push her overboard, and then swim all the way back to shore.
Well, how far was the boat from the dock?
2 miles. Now, I'm a strong swimmer, but I'm not that strong, and there was a huge storm on me. I couldn't do it.
Okay, so then why were the charges thrown out?
The case never went to trial. The prosecutor knew that he didn't have enough evidence to prove that I was guilty. No, I did not kill Monique, but I didn't feel like an innocent man. Katie, if I could have saved her, I would have saved her. But her family didn't believe me. And especially didn't believe me when they took a look at the will. They contested that in court for years, and you know, I didn't care. I just wanted the whole thing gone, out of my head.
Okay, but you told me that you found out about the accident from the newspapers.
I know. I was just so ashamed to look into your eyes. Because of me. Katie, honey, she drowned, okay? She drowned. The way that my sister drowned. Now, I didn't want to think about it again. I didn't want to bring it up. I wanted those memories gone, okay?
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. I'm glad you told me. And I don't hold you responsible for what happened to Monique.
Good.
But when you told me there were no secrets between us, you lied again. You lied about the way you found out about how Monique died. And how am I ever going to know that there aren't other things that you lied to me about?
Well, it's time to move on. We all know I wasn't trying to make cocktail waitressing my new career goal. I took the job to prove to my parents that I could be a responsible adult and stick to one thing for more than a week. Well, okay, I passed. And all good things must come to an end, and so do jobs like this.
Oh, honey, I just wish you wouldn't leave.
Wish me luck instead.
Come on, Bonnie. Admit it, you're upset because I made a date with you and Chloe at the same time. That was a misunderstanding. It's not a reason for leaving.
This isn't about Chloe, Isaac.
And what is it about?
Me. You said I didn't want to sleep with you because I may still have feelings for Ian.
And that was a mistake. I regretted those words as soon as they came out of my mouth.
But what if you were right? What if I still have feelings for Ian?
Do you?
That's the problem. I don't know anymore.
You don't know? Well, I don't know what I can do to help you. I mean, I told you how I felt. Anytime you question that, you can go to your journal, right to the page that you wrote, Isaac said he loved me today. And maybe one day you can tell me why it took you so long to respond.
I never expected to be in this situation, Isaac. I never dreamed that I would ever grow so fond of you.
Fond?
More than fond. And if I would have known that Ian was going to walk back into my life the way that he did.
So here we are.
Yes. With everyone expecting me to make up my mind.
Well, what are you waiting on? A sign from above? Some sign telling you what to do?
Well, that would certainly simplify matters.
Bonnie McKechnie?
Yes.
Don't tell me more competition.
Sign right here.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
What is it?
It's from Ian.
Let me see what it is.
Coming. Hey, neighbor, thought you could use a little break.
We brought you some Kool-Aid.
You got lemons in it.
Lots of lemons.
You guys will have no problem fitting in around you.
Stir up some smiles.
Victoria's Secret introduces Body by Victoria. Full coverage. All new. Full coverage, full support. Body by Victoria. All you see is curves.
Some people will do anything to cover up bad breath, instead of stopping it at the source. Heart! Now there's new Colgate Fresh Confidence with whitening. It targets bad breath at the source, odor-causing bacteria, to give you confidence in every breath. Now let's try that again.
I picked this for you.
Let's put it in water right away.
New Colgate Fresh Confidence with whitening. Confidence in every breath.
Look what Gerber's designed. A more convenient baby food. Your Gerber baby's favorite fruits are now in plastic. So they're easy to carry, easy to open, easy to close. And as always, very easy to eat.
Did you ever have to make up your mind? Pick up on one and leave the other behind. It's not often easy and not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind?
When my doctor first recommended hormone replacement therapy for menopause, I didn't listen. I was in denial. Then my hot flashes and night sweats got worse, making me tired and irritable.
HRT relieves menopausal symptoms and prevents bone loss. HRT is not right for all women. Talk to your doctor about the benefits and risks.
I said yes to HRT. Now my hot flashes are gone, I feel great. See your doctor and say yes to HRT.
You'll never think of a yeast infection the same way again. Monistat introduces the one-dose ovule, a soft gel insert that goes straight to the infection. It's part of the new Monistat 1 combination pack, which brings you fast relief that starts immediately. Not so with that diflucan pill, which has to go through your entire system, so relief can take up to 24 hours. The new Monistat 1 ovule combination pack, the kind of relief you expect from the #1 doctor-recommended brand.
CBS Tonight. Don't miss the most bizarre custody battle you've ever seen.
I live with 5 women. We're a family.
You have a harem.
All new family law, CBS Tonight. This Tuesday.
Maxine Gray.
One phone call.
I got a gun.
One moment.
I'm the boy whose brains will be all over the walls in less than an hour.
Will change the lives of 3 people forever.
Hello?
Get the gun. Oh my God. Move away.
All new Judge and Amy, CBS Tuesday.
Incredible.
Should have known that any sign from above would come from the Duke. What is it?
A one-way ticket to Scotland. And a note.
Good news?
He wants me back. He wants me to forgive him, and he still loves me.
So you're going to accept an apology from the Duke, but not from me. I mean, I make one small little mistake and I lose not only my best waitress, but my best friend. The Duke can be with a whole cheerleading squad full of women, and as long as he sends a one-way ticket, has a tiara and a title, all is forgiven. Is that what you're saying?
Isaac, I didn't come here to argue.
Then why did you come here? To say goodbye?
No, I can't.
Let me help you. Go marry the Duke. Go have a great life. Live happily ever after. It's nice knowing you, Bonnie.
Katie, all right, be angry at me, be disappointed in me, but don't doubt us. That will let Dahlia win. She's been trying to break us up from the beginning. Do not give her that satisfaction,
What are
please.
you talking about? Dahlia was not the one who told me that you were a murder suspect. It was the reporter.
The reporter would have found out of Dahlia.
Oh, right, okay. No, she came with clippings from the Sacramento papers.
Oh, yeah, at the same time that Dahlia shows up here, so damned happy that she knows about my past, so pleased that she knows something that you don't. Katie, she is ruthless. Do you know what she said? She made a comment, a hideous comment about me murdering you for your money. Yeah, do you believe that?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
All right, then believe this. If you continue to confide in Dahlia, then you're only giving her ammunition for her to pit us against each other.
Wait, you're saying this is my fault? You lied to me about something so, like, huge, and you're saying that this is my fault?
That's not what I said, no.
Okay. You said that I was giving Dahlia ammunition. As if there's some kind of war here that I started.
I am not angry with you. I am angry with Dahlia, okay? I'm just saying that you shouldn't trust her. I mean, if you hadn't told Dahlia about my inheritance from Monique, then she wouldn't have got all curious about my past.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious about your past,
And I've told you everything there is to know. Word for word. You've got to take my word on this, all right? No, I need yours on something.
On what?
That our private and personal life stays strictly between us, okay?
You're issuing orders now?
Are you all right?
It'll be a lot better once we hear her confession.
I didn't know there'd be such a big audience. Evelyn, I'll handle it from here.
Let the records show that there are no charges filed against you at this point. You have come here of your own free will, correct?
Yes.
What is it of special importance you would like to say to these people present in the room? But I must inform you, if you wish this interview to be private, you have that right.
I think the McKinnons have a right to hear what I have to say. It's time for the truth to be told.
I'm Assistant DA Evelyn Hart. This is Tom Hughes, attorney for the defendant, Abigail Williams, and you know the rest of the crowd.
Hello.
State your name, please.
Mary Menahan.
You can begin whenever you like.
I'm ready.
Tell us how you met Nick Scudder.
Nick and I met at a halfway house. I'd had some minor scrapes with the law. Kid stuff, really. But I was being rehabilitated. I was being returned to the community. Nick introduced himself. And almost instantly, I felt less afraid, more in control, more powerful, actually. We became fast friends. And then closer than friends. I got released, and he got released shortly afterwards, and we lost touch. And then he just reappeared after a few years out of nowhere. And we picked up from where we left off. It was like no time had passed. He said he was in love with me. He wanted to know everything that I'd done for every minute that we'd been apart. And when he learned that I had done another petty crime that could put me back in prison, he used it. He said he wouldn't give me away if I took part in another scheme.
And what scheme was that?
He said he had an old girlfriend who was a big TV star. He said she was just about to marry a big newspaper guy who was worth millions.
And who arranged for you to work for the McKinnons as their nanny?
Nick put me in touch with an employment agency. But I knew I had a pretty good chance of landing the job because I had years of experience. And I loved those two adorable little girls like they were my own.
So what was your intention? I mean, once you got your foot in the door?
I was to learn everything I could about Jake and Molly and find their weak spot.
And what was that?
Abigail. I put those mugshots on the internet so Abigail would find them. And when Nick solved the mystery, he went from being a pariah to a hero in the blink of an eye. You let him into your lives. You trusted him, and that's exactly what he wanted. Next step, he started seducing Abigail.
Is that what you meant earlier when you said we had more in common than I knew?
He was a real charmer when he wanted to be. He had a way about him. I'd have done anything for Nick. Anything.
What happened the night Nick died?
That night he went too far.
Sledge grab it mitts. Does it grab it?
It grabs the dust. It holds it.
Your hand is the tool. It picks up the dust, hair and dirt, getting into the cracks, the crevices.
These little corners.
Sledge grab it mitts.
Grab it! The dust is in the mitt.
Huh.
Cat people know dry cat food doesn't have to taste dry when it's Whiskas with savory nuggets. Whiskas. Cat people know.
Everyone's getting ready for the big event. Brought to you by Huggies Ultra Trim Diapers. Now Huggies' custom leak lock system is improved to help keep all babies happy. Whether they're crawling, standing, or running. They get leakage protection that's unbeatable. With Huggies, every baby wins.
My best potty training advice is don't flush when mom's in the shower. Easy. Be careful where you aim. Watch out for zippers. Flush and wash your hands.
Help your child feel like a big kid with Pull-Ups training pants. Pull-Ups go up and down just like underwear, and their fun designs even look like real big kid underwear. So potty train with Pull-Ups and watch how fast kids grow up.
It takes a lot of practice, but you can do it. I'm a big kid now. And that's all you need to know. That's all.
Cough getting you up in the middle of the night? Well, yeah, you got a cough medicine you take every 4 hours. Get the new all-night cough medicine. Introducing new NyQuil Cough. The new all-night coughing, so you can sleep cough medicine from the makers of NyQuil.
New Cling Clip-On from Lysol.
Flush, Bruno.
Fact, to clean your toilet, you don't have to work like a dog. Fact, new Cling Clip-On toilet bowl cleaner and deodorizer helps keep your bowl clean and fragrant with each flush. New Cling Clip-On from the Lysol brand, the toilet cleaner expert.
Cream savers. Creme la la creme. Chocolate and caramel and cream. Creme la la creme. The creamiest lifesavers, yeah. Cream savers.
Last year, As the World Turns swept the Daytime Emmys.
Thank you so much.
And this year, they just might do it again. Wow. CBS proudly congratulates As the World Turns on their outstanding 17 Daytime Emmy nominations. I don't know what to say. There's never been a better time to get into it.
Did you understand that?
From your own home, watch the Daytime Emmys in style. For a chance to win a big screen TV and more, catch As the World Turns next week and enter at SoapCity.com.
Women. Yeah, you had a great one, but you let her walk right out the door, didn't you? Okay, it's none of my business. You're right. But she was asking. I mean, she practically begged you to tell her if you still felt the same way about her. And kid, what did you do? Nothing.
She'll be back.
Yeah, and if she's not, I don't blame her. And I used to have a lot of respect for you, Isaac. But if you don't go out that door right now and go find her...
You're losing respect for me for not chasing after some female. Is that what I'm hearing?
Fine. You just lost your job.
Get out! You're fired.
For just speaking up?
Because I said so.
Go.
I'm sorry that came out all wrong. It's been a hell of a day.
For both of us. You know, I knew that I didn't know every little detail about your past, but I feel like I'm just learning too many things about you.
And all I'm saying is that I think that our private life should be kept between us. That Dahlia doesn't need to know every little detail that goes on.
She doesn't know every little detail. We work together, we talk.
Do you know much about her private life, Katie? Didn't think so.
So now I can't have any friends.
You can have friends. I'm not trying to drive a wedge between you and Dahlia or ruin your career before it starts.
Well, if any of your secrets come to life, then I'm not going to have a career. So please just tell me if you're neglecting to tell me anything else.
Yes, okay, I am. There's one more thing. Do not bring Dahlia anywhere near me. I do not want anything more to do with her.
Is that another order?
No. It's a heartfelt request.
She has to know a couple things about us for business purposes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've heard that one before, haven't I? Dahlia's interest in us, in me, is a little bit deeper than a professional interest. She's got something more personal in this.
Fascinating.
What?
How you have managed to turn this discussion or argument or whatever it is from being about us to being about her. You're the one that lied to me, Simon.
And I explained all that just here before.
All right. Is this because you don't trust me?
No, what is this? This is about...
All right. There was one answer to that question. Of course I trust you. Well, you know what? Maybe I don't trust you anymore either.
What, you don't trust me? You trust Dahlia more than you trust me?
I don't know. Maybe I should.
You don't know the slightest thing about her.
And I don't know anything about you anymore either.
I haven't heard from you in a few days. I was getting worried.
Oh, I know. I've been pulling a killer schedule.
Well, you said when there were developments regarding Simon Fraser that you would be in touch.
Precisely.
Well, that can't be. You gave him the check from Monique's estate.
The check was deposited, and that's all I can find out without a warrant.
He's got to be spending it on something. He didn't invest in real estate, that I'm sure of. The man inherits a small fortune, and then he doesn't use it. What's he waiting for?
Why are you so sure he'll use it at all?
Because I know Simon Fraser. He's waiting until it's safe, until the next best thing comes along. You know, maybe it's seed money to start a new life, snag his next wife.
It's his money to spend, Dahlia. You have no say in this.
But he'll waste it. And that's the last thing that Monique would have wanted, is for some gigolo who never even loved her to fritter away her fortune. That money rightly belongs to the Ferraras. You know it, and I know it.
You're angry.
Simon gave me the right to be angry. Monique was my sister. He didn't just destroy her life, he destroyed us all. No, he got that inheritance. Now it's time for him to pay.
You're not threatening a man's life in front of a lawyer.
Let me just put it this way. Hypothetically, of course. If something catastrophic were to happen to Simon, and if the plans for such an event were in the works as we speak, well, I may finally see some justice.
Well, that's just the kind of guy Nick was. He'd find himself an attractive target, figure out what he could get from a woman, seduce her, and leave her with nothing. He did the same thing to Abigail that he did to Molly.
Could you please just tell us about that night?
Nick had already made his demands for the money, and he was waiting for Jake to arrive. He would then break up with Abigail, and we would drive off into the sunset together. But when I got there, he was still with Abigail.
Is that why you did it? Jealousy? Is that why you killed Nick?
What did you say?
I said, did you kill Nick out of jealousy?
There's been some big misunderstanding here.
You said you were making a confession.
I am. I'm confessing to my part in conning the McKinnons out of their money. But I didn't murder Nick.
If you didn't murder Nick, then who did?
We already know the answer to that. Abigail killed Nick, and I saw her do it.